The weapon, the word is used to represent about which programming language you should use to solve given problem, given programming problem. So first of all, we are going to be discussed about what programming language should we use to represent with the judge. Here the judge word is representing about the website where you are submitting your solution by using different programming language, where the judge is able to find out which program have you used and what kind of compiler they should use to compile your program. On the website you might going to be find you have to choose a different programming language in which you have done the program. While choosing, once you choose your language, you are able to submit the code which you have been written in the language on that website. So first we'll discuss which of the languages are used as one kind of weapon to submit your solution on a website. So the judge currently accept the programs. So judge is nothing but here the website which accept the programs written in C, C++, Pascal and Java. So your favorite language is probably available. So from this you will able to find that you might come across with this kind of programming languages in your academic. The basic these are the basic programming language every student might come across with these languages: C, C++, Pascal, and the Java. So let's discuss about what C, what Pascal, and what Java is the language are representing. So first we'll start with the Pascal language. This is more popular language in earlier early phase of your computer, and the most of the educational programming languages of 1980s, where the Pascal was designed to encourage good structured programming habit. Here the structured programming habit is nothing but we are defining a different syntax or the different structures which are utilized to do your program or do your coding to get the desired output. Next, it is C language, the original language of Unix operating system. Original language of Unix operating system in the sense of the Unix operating system, its code has been written in the C language. The most of the code of this operating system has been written in the C language, where the C was designed to provide experienced programmer with the power to do whatever need to be done. Why it is most powerful it has been mentioned here because most of the experienced programmer are probably choosing the C language or other language to represent any powerful program or any powerful software. If they want to design, they are more probably used C language, just like this Unix operating system, just like other operating systems are there. Are most of these operating systems are written in the C language. Next is C++. So the first commercially successful object oriented language, full of the neat trick of maintaining backward compatibility with C, while incorporating the new data abstraction and inheritance mechanism. Why it is said it is commercially successful object oriented language? Because this is not a structured programming language, as C is a, or Pascal is a structured programming language, where the C++ is object oriented programming language, where we can define a class, and within that class whatever the member of the class are there, they are going to be accessed by using an object. And because of this functionality, or because of this representation, because of this object oriented features of the C++, we can achieve data abstraction. What data abstraction is? Nothing but we can hide the members of the class from other class by using private, public and protected keywords, which are more useful to provide a data abstraction, whereas inheritance mechanism, which will deals with the super class and subclass, or we can say the child class. So once we are defining the properties of your superclass, that properties or that data we can able to access in your child class, so that child class or the subclass are not necessary to create same properties or the same data within its class. It can access that same properties from their superclasses, so which will give as an inheritance mechanism. So because of these two, data abstraction and inheritance mechanism, C++ is more popular, or we can say the more has successful than your C language. Next is Java. So designed as language to support mobile programming, most of the mobile programs which has been written in the Java. So Java has a special security mechanism to avoid the common programming error such as array out of bound violation and illegal pointer access. So Java has overcome certain problems, or what we can say certain drawbacks, which having in a C and C++, which are not supported in the C, C++ or the Pascal language, which are which has been overcome in the Java language. These are nothing but array out of bound. That means the concept which have been used in the C, C++, that array concept has been used in the Java, and which will overcome the problem which has occurred during the program, during their coding. During their coding, there's a error such as array out of bound violation and the pointer reference, which is more uh, difficult to use, or the more difficult in the C and C++, which are overcome by using the Java, that is illegal pointer access has been removed or has been successfully replaced with the other functionalities in the Java. So here we'll see the graph representing which language are more probably used by the programmer over a time or over a year. From this graph you will find here is that the year which are represented in the x-axis and the submission which are represented on a y-axis, where the different lines are represented here. The first is C with the line which is represented with the plus symbol, C++ the dotted line which is represented with the cross, the Pascal which is represented with the dollar symbol, where the Java which is represented with the square, and all which is represented with the dark square. So from this graph you will able to find out or able to see that initial phase of your programming language which are being used as a Pascal language. Later, if you go across year by year, you will find up to 2001, you will come across with that most of the programmers are used the C++ language or other language to provide a solution to the given problem. Later, the second, which is the language is used as C, C language, and most is going to be used as a Java language or Pascal language, and the last, or we can say it is less used by the programmer to provide the solution is Java language. So depending on this graph, you will able to find what kind of which program has been used by the programmer. Lot of the programmer which language is preferred. From this graph you can easily identify that the C++ has more preferred by the programmer to provide a solution for the given problem. Here we have a table which will define what kind of feedback we are getting if they are submitting the program by using different languages. So the language here are C, C++, Java and Pascal. So the total number of problem statements has been submitted by using this language which have been mentioned in this table. And the most of the problems which has been submitted by using C++, that is 6,39,565, and these ACPE, WA, CE, RE, these are the feedback which are getting while once they are submitted on the website. So from AC is nothing but accepting accepting the solution. So from this you will find the percentage which you are getting for the C language is more as compared to the C++. Means the program which has been written or the program which has been submitted on the website which is accepted is 31.9%, where the presentation error we are getting more for the C language also, and you might going to be see about WA, that is wrong answer is provided with the Pascal which is having 41.8. Similar, this is the what the feedback we are getting while they are submitting with the different languages on the website. So most of the programmer they are choosing the languages C++ and C, and where the accepting the submission is more once if you are using the C language. Next, reading our program. So here we're going to be discussed about what kind of mm, hint or what kind of clue we can able to represent while you are doing the program in the C language, which will be helpful for you to understand about the what content you are used in the program, how why you are using different kinds of function, different kinds of data types, what is the purpose of that declaration. Once you can write it in front of that line or in front of that syntax, you can easily identify what the syntax is doing or what that declaration is doing. So first thing is parameter passing. So what this parameter passing is, all parameters in C are passed by call by value. So always remember that in a C, if you are using a function representation, so function representation you might going to be seen about the programs which are written by using a function, it having a the function has been passed with the call by value, meaning that copies of all our arguments are made on function calls. All these function calls are made with the copies of these arguments. This would seem to suggest that it is impossible to write function that have a side effect. Means by using this we can't find any difficulties to access the values or access the parameters which are written in the functions. Next is data types. So C supports several basic data types which are includes integer, float and character, which should all be self-explanatory, as this integer, float and the character data types which are self-explanatory, so we not required to provide additional uh, explanation for this. Along with that, we can use different data types also, that is long integer, short integer, such kind of data types also you can able to use it. Array, the most uh, programmers of the most languages are preferred to represent about array. Why it is because C array indicates always ranging from 0 to n minus 1. That means where n is the number of element in the array. Means always we know that is the array is always going to start from the 0. So the size of array will be n minus 1. Where always consist has to where the first element of each array is located. Why the array, if I am going to be accessing it, the content of the array, we can access the content of array by using its location. The operators, you might come across with the different kinds of C operators which may mysterious to use the readers. The integer remainder or mod operation is denoted by modulus division. So most of the time if I want to find out the remainder of the division, we should use or we should use a notation or the operators is modular division. Along with that, we can use logical and logical OR operators which appears in the additional statements are denoted ampersand, double ampersand and double OR respectively. Along with this, you can have the logical operators or the logical representations, uh, not operator, the logical AND operator, logical OR operators. Along with, we can use the relational operator less than, greater than, equal to, equal to, equal to, not equal to. This also the relational operators we can used to represent in the C. Most of the times we might going to be use bitwise operator which also used to represent about your decimal values, hexadecimal values. Most of the time the programmer has come across with certain kinds of scenario to represent about decimal values of given number, so they should use a bitwise operator along with this operators. Now we'll discuss about standard input output representation. Here I have mentioned one three programs for three different languages. At the left you will see that is the program which has been written in the C language. At the middle you will find that the program which is written in the C++, and at right hand side you might see that is program which is written in the Pascal language. This three representation will give the idea about the different structure or the different representation of the program, where every program is represent content of the programs. So where the C which is representing the int main, where in the C++ we will find the wide main, and in the Pascal we can see the program ACM. So they are having the different content or the different syntax which are represented. The problem is the same, but the representation, the structural way of content, or the represent syntax of each and every programs are different. Next, we'll discuss about the programming hint. So, what programming hint actually is representing here is that uh, it is a best practice for the programmer is that whenever he is good writing a code, it should be mentioned what exactly that syntax is representing in that program or any function if it is going to write. So it should mention what function, why this function is in this code. It is the best practice to represent about the coding language. So this is what a programming hint. So what is it? So write the comment first. So what is that? The start your program and procedure by writing a few sentences explaining what they are supposed to do. This is important because if you cannot easily write this comment, you probably do not really understand what the program does. Means the starting of your program or starting of doing your coding, you should write at the top of that code the comment is what this program is, why you are writing this program, what is the main purpose of doing this code. You should write at the start of your program within the comment. And if you are supposing that it is not necessary to write the content at the start of the program, that means you are not aware about what the program or what coding you are doing or what program you are doing. You are not really understand about that program. So best practice is that you should write the comment so that you not really understand, so that you can easily understand while you are seeing the or while you are doing that coding. Next is document each variable. Write one line comment for each variable when you declare it so you know what it does. Means whenever you are declaring any variable within the code, you should write comment in front of that variable what that variable is doing within the program. Again, if you cannot describe it easily, you do not know why it is there. That means if you're not able to represent the comment for a variable, why that variable you are going to use, so you will not able to understand why I am using that variable within the program. Next is use symbolic constants. So whenever you come across with representing the constant in the program, you should represent or declare it at the top of your program. That means what kind of constants you are coming across with that, such as input size, mathematical constant, data structure size. So these are the content if you come across within the code or within the program, you should able to mention it at the start of your program or at the top of your program before the writing comment first. Above that you can able to write what constant you are going to use and what type of constant you are using it and what is the purpose of that constant you are going to using it. So till now what we discussed is about how the programmer should decide which language I need to choose to solve a given problem. It may going to be come across with the different languages which are suited. Why this has been given here? Because uh, different programmer having a different skill or a different knowledge about programs. One might feel familiar with the C or one might feel familiar with the Java language. So both can use their own language which have the expertise within the language, that language they can use. But when they are using that language, they should able to provide a exact solution to the given problem. And while they are writing the code, they should able to understand about what kind of content or what kind of code he is using within the program. It should be mentioned before writing any code. So that will be providing the programming hint to the programmer, so he or she can easily understand what she is doing in the program. Thank you.